Royal Enfield expands its 350cc motorcycle family with a new member, the all-new Hunter 350. Based on the J Series 350cc engine, the Hunter is the most accessible model in Royal Enfield's 350cc lineup. It's smaller, more compact in size, lighter and agile, and intended to appeal to a wider audience of new riders, younger riders, and even women.
The Royal Enfield brand is best known for its heritage-rich models like the Bullet 350 and the best-selling Classic 350. In recent times, the new 650 Twins as well as the Himalayan has helped Royal Enfield make inroads into global markets. But it's still the domestic market where Royal Enfield sells about 90% of its volumes. And it's the 350cc models which form the bulk of the overall volumes. Now, the Hunter 350 has been designed to offer a new flavor in the 350cc product category to bring in a wider audience of new riders, even beginners or someone upgrading from a 150 to 200cc segment to slightly bigger 350cc model. This audience may find a quintessential Classic or the Bullet a little too big or a little too classic for their liking. So it's a modern neo-retro styled model which will not only help Royal Enfield in the domestic market, but also in emerging markets like Southeast Asia. That's the main premise of the new Hunter 350, to widen the audience base of Royal Enfield's 350cc product segment.
The Hunter 350 does look promising. It looks sporty, compact, and with the smaller 17-inch wheels, it looks poised and ready to sprint. It still has a retro-inspired silhouette, but there's more hint of modern touches than classic design elements of Royal Enfield's other 350cc models. The round headlight is a definite retro touch, but it's halogen, and the indicators are bulb type. The tail section with a short rear fender gives it a sporty touch, and the tail light is LED. The top spec Hunter 350 Metro variant runs on 17-inch cast alloy wheels with dual channel ABS. The single pod instrument console has a small digital screen with the basic necessary readouts, but the tripper navigation pod is an optional extra. There's even a handy USB charging port to charge your devices on the go. There seems to be genuine attention given to fit and finish, and the Hunter 350's build quality is quite nice. It does make for a striking and attractive pose from all angles. And for those looking to personalize, there are 2 themes and 26 different accessories to choose from: crash guards, passenger backrest, luggage, seats, and mirrors.
It may share its engine with the Classic 350 and the Meteor 350, but the Hunter is a completely new motorcycle in its own right. That engine is still a stress member of the frame, and the front part of the dual cradle chassis is shared with the Classic 350. But while the Classic has a bolt-on structure which extends to the foot peg hangers, this one has a completely new rear part of the frame to accommodate the new bodywork and design language. The foot pegs have been moved back by about 100 mm, and the wheelbase has been shortened by about 20 mm. The smaller 17-inch wheel has sharpened the steering geometry a bit, but more importantly, the Hunter 350 is a full 14 kgs lighter than the Classic 350. But how is it to ride really? Let's go find out.
Straight away, the Hunter feels planted, agile, and light on its feet. In traffic, it is easy to maneuver, and the urban jungle is where the Hunter is in its element. Out in the open road, the Hunter can cruise steadily, and it's well balanced, steers well, and remains quite planted, even when hustled around the odd corner.
The engine is not very high revving, so if you're looking for top speed and outright acceleration, then you'd best look elsewhere. But the best thing to do is to short shift and ride that wave of torque right in a relaxed manner, and then the Hunter really hits the sweet spot. Performance-wise, it will hit up to 115 kilometers per hour, but it's best enjoyed between 70 and 80 kilometers per hour, sort of relaxed riding. In terms of suspension, it's slightly stiffer than the classic 350, but not really stiff to make it uncomfortable. The brakes work fine, but a little bit of more bite in progression would have been definitely welcome. But what stands out is that package, that agility. It's light and it's very easy to maneuver. So overall, I think the Hunter makes for a very sweet street bike, and how it handles in the streets, that's what we intend to find out going out for a night ride on the streets of Bangkok.
Bangkok is a bustling city, even at night. And the Hunter feels right at home. It's a fun little bike, slicing through traffic and dashing from stoplight to stoplight. Our final event in the night is to experience the Hunter's agility around a go-kart track. The surface is somewhat slick, and choosing to be safe than sorry, we let the Hunter 350 loose. Its lightweight and agility is immediately apparent. Perhaps with stickier and more premium tires, the Hunter 350 will definitely grip even better. Not that the CX had any less grip on offer or any less confidence. Light, agile and a hoot to ride. That's how the Hunter's personality can be summed up. As an entry-level motorcycle, the Hunter makes perfect sense and will perhaps even appeal to riders upgrading from smaller motorcycles who so far didn't find an accessible and relatively light and agile roadster in the Royal Enfield family. The Hunter looks good, is well built, and will certainly help Royal Enfield appeal to a wider audience, possibly attracting a lot of non-Royal Enfield riders into the family. To that end, it covers all bases, but more importantly, it underscores the new Royal Enfield as a manufacturer of motorcycles which are world-class in their own right.